Well, shall we open beers before we begin?
Absolutely, yes.
Start with the Pacificos.
We stuck.
Well, we can. I was going to go to the IPA second. All right. Well, prost. It's the first time we've prosted on camera.
Could be a little bit colder.
Should title this "Two Video Camera Guys Have Beer for the First Time."
Yes, I don't know how many views you're going to get out of this, but we can try.
Thanks for joining us. This is our DreamPod Films video of the day. We're shooting it here, myself, Brandon, and Chris Worth over here on my left. Chris is the director of operations for DreamPod Films, and we have really I started DreamPod Films in 2016, and Rachel and I really did our best for a few years until it got overwhelming enough for me to look for a partner to bring on. And Rachel was also getting sick of being the additional camera operator. So I got Chris during the pandemic, and Chris and I started working together, like I said, in 2020, early 2020, and we grew DreamPod Films to where it's at today.
Yes.
Tell us, what does it mean to be director of operations?
Let me backtrack a little bit. I thought we were talking about live streaming.
Yes.
Well, what's going on?
We'll do an introduction first to your position of what you are.
Ask the question again.
What does it mean to you? What does the director of operations do for DreamPod Films?
Well, I'm still not 100% sure what director of operations does. Answer phone calls, send emails, take out the trash, which I'm trying to have Tyler do that now on a regular basis. Doesn't work out that well. Anything from client relations to retention to making sure I contact people when they don't pay their bills. So it's a little bit of accounting, a little bit of bookkeeping, a tiny bit of hiring and firing, even though I let Brandon do most of that, so I don't look like the bad person. Making sure everybody's here on time, making sure everybody doesn't leave before 5 p.m., making sure everybody is on a shoot when they're supposed to be, allocate work for videographers and the editors. So a little bit of a dispatcher, garbage man, HR, and making sure the beer is cold, which is not the case today. It's very warm. I don't like it.
I will point out that's because we bought our fridge from Home Depot.
Yes.
We do like Home Depot.
On sale. It was on sale for a reason.
It's on sale. Yes, probably for a reason. We bought it, unboxed it, and set it up, and then like 3 days later it didn't work. So but sadly, I don't know if it's Home Depot's fault. I'm trying to put Home Depot on blast, but they did not. Somebody didn't honor the warranty, or it was a bunch of hoops and things to go through, so we didn't replace it. But so our beer fridge is lukewarm.
It's not that cold? Bad, but it could be definitely colder.
Is it Luke cold? Is that how you say it?
Luke cold.
Luke cold? Like medium cold?
Medium. Standard. It's adequate. Adequate.
So that's a lot of operations to be directing. One thing you did miss was not only do you do all that, yes, but also you take care of every project. You said client interfacing, something like that, but you also set up every project, basically assign the staff to go to the projects or the shoots, and kind of like a project manager also, I would say.
Yes, I'll make sure we don't spend too much gas on jobs. Yes, I make sure we get there on time. When are we supposed to get there? Pre-production meetings, essentially-ish. And I'm still behind the camera too sometimes, so do live switching, mostly with one hand, sometimes with two, depending. And I don't do any post-production, but I talk to the people who do.
On that, bringing up live streaming, bringing up switching for broadcasting or live streaming, something we want to get more into in 2023, right?
Yes, ideally not every weekend, but if you guys will pay more per job, we can address less jobs and have a happier life. on the rest of the weekend. So
Not that live streaming gives us a happier life, but they are decent projects for us to work on because Dream Pilot Films, we're a production company, maybe a little bit different than a lot of other production companies because we have a full-time crew. We have about 10 full-time staff that work here, and we also have, a ton of equipment for multi-camera live streaming and broadcasting. In our past, typically, especially in 2022, we did a lot of sports broadcasting. We broadcast for a lot of MMA and Muay Thai groups. We also did a lot of broadcasting for football games and things like that. And plus our normal live stream projects such as college graduations and different things events. We do a lot of events, but in 2023, we want to focus more on that because they are great jobs. We're well suited for them. However, on the happiness thing, Chris actually always says that they're the jobs that we lose the most life on. Is that true?
no, the jobs that you lose the most life on.
Yeah.
Me a little bit too, because I see you and it stresses me the fuck out. But can we say the F word on camera?
Yeah.
Is that allowed on YouTube? That's allowed on
it's
YouTube, right?
HBO.
HBO.
HBO, yeah.
Yes, we can do that. No, typically 5 minutes right before the stream is supposed to happen, some audio shit happens every fucking time. But yeah, typically shit is a stressful job. That's why we try to drink as much as possible in our off time. We don't typically drink and work except today. It's our first drink ever at our location. If the property manager is seeing this is not the studio, this is at our home. I can't even speak anymore. Like I barely had one beer.
We moved the psych wall to Chris's house for this video today.
Yes.
But yeah, live streaming is stressful. It is where I do lose most of my life off the end of my life. I use the most years off the end of my life. But mostly...
Most people actually don't know this, but Brandon is actually 23. But the live streaming took a toll. The gray hair came in hard the last 2 years. So yes, please, more live streaming jobs, but maybe more preparation on the client side. Maybe I shouldn't say this because the client is watching this.
No,
clients are awesome. You guys are awesome.
Let's say this. So who knows how many clients are out there watching, but for other production people or clients that are out there watching, we do want to get more jobs. So hopefully there's some clients out there looking, but I will say that to what Chris just said is preparation for a broadcast or for a event that you're going to throw as event organizer. Trying to give your vendors, namely a broadcast or live stream vendor, as much preparation as possible is very, very helpful if you're trying to not take years off the end of the vendor's life. So the reason why we are kind of joking about this stress on the live streams is because yes, Chris mentioned there are tons of times where we show up to a broadcast or a live stream event location and there's either no internet. They didn't think about the internet, even though it's talked about in our pre-production meetings with our clients. But sometimes it's just not there. Sometimes the internet signal is very weak. Sometimes it's just a Wi-Fi signal. Sometimes there is just unforeseen issues that a simple planning meeting about the video production side could have helped eliminate. So these preparations will be very helpful for any company that's out there doing professional live streaming or broadcasting. We're learning and we're growing. So as we get better and better and do more of these types of projects, we will be able to have forward thinking and help our clients sort of work these kinks out. But it is something to keep in mind, especially if you're a video production company yourself and you're looking to get into broadcasting or live streaming, or now you're going from a single camera to multi-camera live streaming. It is something to be very aware of, that a lot of event organizers will hire you to go out and do a broadcast or a live stream at their event, and they hire you and then they think their job is done, and it is not a lot of thought goes into how to help the video production company be successful. So it's a lot of extra work and it's a lot of getting onto the location and dealing with certain situations and dealing with stress at that time. That's why I get so stressed out, because I'm the problem solver or the troubleshooter when we're working with all of our equipment and at live streams. But not to get too wordy here. What's some of your favorite live stream memories? How about that?
Favorite live stream memories. In Mexico, I was all fucked up. I was super dizzy. It was good times, but I wish I wasn't. Blew my eardrum out. Whatever that fucking restaurant is, tell the fucking band to turn the fucking volume down. It fucked me all up. I don't like it.
I'll explain a little bit. We went to Mexico for a Muay Thai event broadcast, and I almost wore my Triumphant Combat shirt today. I did not. Triumphant Combat had us come down to Rosarito, Mexico to do a multi-camera broadcast for a Muay Thai event down there. And we were there for a few extra days because it was my birthday. So we went down a few extra days and definitely lived up the town in Rosarito. One of the nights, I think it was my birthday night.
Yes.
My birthday night, everything was good.
Yes.
We're having a great time. Chris is having a great time. But we went to this restaurant where they had a mariachi band playing on the stage, and this is, mind you, probably I think Wednesday night, Rosarito, Mexico, and it was in October, so it wasn't prime time Rosarito, Mexico. We were there, and definitely the off season. We were the only Americans in the.
You don't know that for a fact. You're looking at the people assuming they're not American. We don't know that.
True.
We didn't check passports. They could have had dual citizenship.
They could have, yeah. They could have all been Americans. We don't know.
Also, I was there too, so
seemingly we were the only gringo-looking people in the restaurant. Sat down, and everybody looks at each other like, this place looks pretty good. The menu looks pretty good, and then the band comes on stage right when we're about to order, and that shit was the loudest music I've ever heard in my entire life. And I used to play
loudest
music
shit ever
in a rock band, but this is they're on trumpets, tubas, and drums, and all kinds of stuff, and a singer. They must have had their PA cranked right to 11, because this thing was like blaring hot. It was
1100.
So
1100.
Actually hurt my ear.
The reason why however we went in there is because the music was loud. We thought it was popping. It was the only music playing. That's the only reason why we went there. They stopped playing. We sat down. They started playing again, and there was a speaker. I'm exaggerating a little bit, a couple feet away from my eardrum, and it fucked me all up. I'm still fucked up.
So we're in Mexico. We're on my birthday night. The band starts playing, and everybody's like, we look around. I don't even think we ordered food. Rachel, did we just ordered appetizers?
We couldn't even have conversations at dinner. No one could talk to each other, so we had to leave. We had one drink. We slammed it and bounced.
So we had a drink and left. We didn't eat dinner, but unfortunately for Chris, it was just enough time to do some kind of crazy stuff to his eardrum, because he lost, not immediately, but the next day he woke up to find his equilibrium
No, it was the
off.
day after next. It was the day after next.
No, it was the next day. It was the next day, because you kept talking about it was the
No, let's go back. It was the day before Brandon's birthday. We went there at night. Brandon's birthday, I was fine. The next day I was fucked up. So it took over a day to kick in. Unless I had, I don't know, some poison or something, I don't know.
Now I'm back to thinking it was fake, because if you got fucked up, it wouldn't take 2 days.
No, I think the music was so loud, it was delayed. You know, when you go to the gym and you work out a lot, and it's not the next day, it's the day after. That's what happened to my eardrum. I got worked out so much. It took an extra day.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It took an extra day.
Like
I'm telling you, the next day was fine. The next day was your birthday. And I had a great time. But these mojitos, it was an Italian place that sold mojitos. That's already fucking weird as shit.
If you've ever been to Rosarito, right in the smack dab in the middle is an Italian place.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called.
Yeah.
It was good food.
Good times.
It was good times, but we had a mojito that looked like it was, I don't know. There was some weird shit in that mojito.
It looked like those green drinks.
Looks like a green
Gummy worms or something.
Green machine, yeah. Like the green.
Yeah, so maybe that was it. I don't know. Because Matt was going in there to film some B-roll. They said no, maybe that upset him. I don't know.
They were also the sweetest mojito ever. It was like full on like 16 grams of sugar in that bitch.
Oh, it was like ground up gummy bears for sure.
since we're not making any money on YouTube, and technically we're not making any money with this video at all.
Not yet.
What are you
no.
drinking there, and why do you?
I'm drinking Lagunitas IPA, straight from Petaluma. Been there many times. They have free tours. Shout out to Lagunitas. Really good guys. I think Heineken took over the distribution. Haven't been there now in a couple of years, but it's a cool place. Good beer. Keep it up. Love your stuff. I mainly buy it from Costco. Also, shout out to Costco. Love your stuff too.
Yeah.
Do you like your stuff?
Most of the people here at Dream Pilot will affirm or confirm that Chris
Affirm?
does. They'll affirm that Chris does like Kirkland so much.
Yes, my sweatpants they're not Kirkland sweatpants, they're Puma, but they are
Purchased at Kirkland.
They are purchased from the Kirkland factory.
Have you ever wondered this? Why is it called Costco and not Kirkland?
Isn't Kirkland a place in Washington? Their first distribution center was built there or something? I might be completely wrong. I don't know. I might be fucked up, but that might be also correct. So.
It could be.
I do not know. No, I don't know.
But back to live streaming.
Yes.
What's your favorite live streaming memory?
My favorite.
Or what's your favorite live streaming event? Make it a little bit easier. What's your favorite broadcast?
Well, the one in Santa Cruz, we set up right in front of the audience, and there was a very touchy, talkative lady behind me when I was on the switcher, and she kept handing me drinks. So the last hour, 2 hours of the fight, they gave us a lot of credit, a lot of compliments because they could see the screens and see us work. And she kept handing me drinks. That was a good memory. It's also a good memory knowing that Tyler didn't get kicked in the face at the one in San Diego, the Muay Thai event. I was very concerned for Tyler's health. He seemed like he was struggling a lot at times. And yes, we can put him in a clip, show Tyler's struggling. He did well, but nobody got hurt, so that was a good memory.
Is that when you were, Tyler, you're standing on the edge of some of these situations that I mentioned at the beginning where, we show up to this one in San Diego and they forgot to bring the platforms for the video crew to stand next to the boxing ring that they have the Muay Thai event on. So Tyler was standing, and Tyler's a pretty big guy. What are you, like 6'2", 6'1", 6?
No, he's not 6'2". I'm 6'2".
So Tyler's standing on the edge of the ring, and there's probably like, a foot and a half distance between the ropes and the edge, and Tyler is literally having to hang on to the ropes and operate a camera all at the same time and dodge people when they come over. So yeah, thank God you didn't fall off or get kicked in the head.
But in Mexico, Matt actually got splashed with some sweat, possibly some blood. So that was exciting to see.
That was a violent event.
Yeah. And we have the headsets on. He mentioned, I got sprayed some fluids.
So I played a couple of clips from this event.
Yes.
I will say,
so Matt down there
event,
standing hustling.
I have watched some UFC. I would say probably in the ballpark of like 50 fights or something like that, 50 nights of UFC over the past 10 years. And this was one of the bloodiest events I have ever seen. And it was just a Muay Thai event in Rosarito, Mexico.
Also, they didn't have the platforms for that event either.
No, that's why Matt was kind of standing beside it. Also, if Hot Ones is watching, we can film that as well.
Oh yeah, we would love to host Hot Ones here at Dream Pilot Film Studios.
Yes.
Well, what's your favorite Hot Ones?
My favorite?
Yeah.
Ooh. Gordon Ramsay has to be one of them.
Oh dang!
That has to be one of them.
Are you a Gordon Ramsay fan?
Yeah, I mean, he cusses a lot. I like that. That's nice.
It's like the Simon Cowell of the culinary world.
I guess. Yes, I like that. Will Ferrell was on there a couple times. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like Will Ferrell.
I like when people get fucked up. Shaq had a good episode on Hot Ones. I like that.
Hey,
He makes the wings look so small. It's
cheers
crazy.
to Shaq for being in the highlight for seems like 20, 25, 30 years, something like that. Sorry, Shaq, if it hasn't been that long, but fucking awesome because this guy is still super popular. I love seeing Shaq on.
Yeah, Shaq does a lot of shit. No,
did you play Shaq Fu?
No, what is that?
Yeah, Shaq Fu. Anybody play Shaq Fu? You guys know what Shaq Fu is. Shaq Fu was in the Mortal Kombat heyday. back when I think it was Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo, something like that. Nintendo 64. They had a video game called Shaq Fu, and it was
No, I
Shaquille
had an
O'Neal.
N64. I've never heard of that shit.
It was just like Mortal Kombat, but it was Shaquille O'Neal got sent on this mission, and you had to go through this whole world and fight all these people from the whole world as Shaquille O'Neal, I think.
I think he's making that up. I've never heard of
It
that
was
shit.
fucking awesome.
I've never heard
Shaq
of
Fu. It was one of the funnest. Now my parents were very strict. I wasn't able to do a lot of things as a child. I don't know why I was able to play Shaq Fu, but man, it was a great game. It was my Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I mean, if it's true, I'm all for it. I would like to play Shaq Fu as well. If somebody has it, please send it to us.
I'll play a clip right now.
Yes, Shaq Fu. I still call bullshit on that. I don't think it's real. What are we talking about? Oh, the favorite live stream. Yes. I mean, the one I haven't been part of was that HOA Zoom call event where a lot of people were very upset. It was cool because I watched it actually from home.
Oh, that was Tyler and I.
Yes, that was
and I were
Tyler. Yes,
doing that.
Tyler's behind the camera. We'll show a picture of Tyler. I do
Oh,
also.
you were also there.
I do also have some other clips of Tyler that we might want to show in this video, especially in Vegas.
Oh wait, let me get some. Tyler, you remember the Tahoe trip to do the HOA?
Yeah, there was a bunch of people like fighting about where to leave their kayaks. I thought it was funny, and it was actually turned out to be a fun like weekend job.
And guess what? They're gonna hire us again. He already confirmed that for the next HOA meeting.
Oh dang, we just got another camera angle.
Ooh.
All of a sudden.
Apple is not a sponsor, by the way.
Not supposed to. As you may or may not have noticed, Chris is all about sponsorships and collecting revenue. So
It's essentially about money. Chris, about money.
if you guys out there have a soft spot in your heart for a video production company that is pretty awesome and would like to take your donations, please feel free to donate to this link here.
I actually was about to ask, can we have a donation link on the website from now on?
No, I don't. Well, we could,
What do
but
you mean no?
I did enable. We recently moved from FreshBooks to QuickBooks, and QuickBooks has a thing on each invoice where you can give tips. So now we have tips enabled.
Yes, I've only ever gotten one fucking tip at a shoot. I'm not gonna mention her name. Politician. Give me $20. That was the most I've ever gotten. $20.
Tyler got a tip too. Right? How many tips have you gotten?
What kind of tip?
From a photo client, 50 bucks.
50 fucking bucks?
Oh damn!
Man, this is. And we,
Tyler got the highest tip. I got
well,
tips
technically,
too.
the business should have gotten that. Just like, no, it should have been
That was for a wedding though, and it was kind of a common.
$50. Oh, wow. I've never gotten that. I've never gotten $50.
I got a 20 tip. I think Mustafa might have tipped us with his first shoot.
Yes, Mustafa. Shout out to Mustafa. We'll put a picture up.
Well, that is it for our video today.
This is it.
Thanks for joining us. My name is Brandon. This is Chris.
Yeah.
We are Dream Pilot Films, and we will see you next time.
And please leave a comment if you actually watched this whole fucking video. I would be very curious who actually fucking watched the whole fucking thing.
oh yeah,
That'd be fucking fantastic.
yeah.
Yes.
Leave a comment and $5 donation.
Yes. Donations.
Prost.
Alright. I'm behind already. I'm ready to drink another 4.